Sir, the gentleman from Georgia is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This has been a quite eventful year so far. It was rung in with a bang by this administration with the enthusiastic support of constitutionalists on this committee. An attack, an unconstitutional attack on a sovereign country, an invasion and a bombing of a country, a declaration of war, which is only within the power of Congress to do, but nevertheless, this president has done it with your enthusiastic support, declared war on the nation of Venezuela and kidnapped its leader and brought him to America to face trumped-up charges, a pretextual indictment issued last week in the Southern District of Georgia, New York. And then after that, we have a woman who is executed on the streets of our nation by ICE agents, unleashed to invoke terror in our communities throughout this country. A woman, innocent woman, 37-year-old, has lost her life. And today, this committee is taking up legislation first to deny bond, a signature bond, cashless bond, to peaceful protesters. And then you pass legislation that would hold groups that would try to help peaceful protesters get out of jail on bond, since you've denied signature bonds. Then you're going to prosecute those groups for insurance fraud. That's the legislation that we passed today. And then on top of that, now we get to a piece of legislation that is going to cost the American people money. It's going to make their food more expensive, in addition to adversely affecting their public health and safety with this legislation, the Sunshine for Regulatory Decrees and Settlements Act. This is what this Congress is doing during the early days of 2026, which is a repeat of the horror film of 2025, doing nothing to make prices more affordable, doing nothing to lower costs for families, doing nothing to help people get affordable health care, doing nothing to protect their First Amendment rights, doing everything to deprive them of their rights. This is what this Congress will be about, I guess. The way you start is the way that you finish. And this is an election year, and so all my friends on the other side of the aisle are doing is passing red meat legislation that they think appeals to the American people, but the American people are waking up. They are awakening to the fact that they've been hoodwinked. They have been deceived, lied to, tricked. He told them that he was going to release the Epstein files. He did not do it, still has not done it, even though Congress has passed a law and he's signed a law compelling his own administration to release the files. He's failed to do that. He's failed. He lied about keeping costs low, hasn't done a thing. In fact, prices have gone up. And you know what else has gone up? His net worth. Net worth increased by $3 billion. Where do you think that money came from? Where do you think his net worth came from? And by the way, did your net worth go up? It went down as prices have gone up. Rich have gotten richer. Middle class has shrunk, and the poor getting poorer, and it's getting harder to get to the middle class. But yet there's a party going on by those folks who are at the White House and at the Kennedy Center, awaiting the gilded ballroom that this president is building after deconstructing the East Wing of the White House. It is outrageous what's going on in this country, and it's business as usual in this committee. And quite frankly, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of what we're doing to this country, the 250-year anniversary of the Declaration of Independence from a king, and here we are subjugating ourselves to a 21st century king who goes by the name of Donald Trump.
Gentleman's time has
And with
expired.
that, I
Is
will
there
yield
further
back.